birthday. His first experience in Ghana was in 2014. Well, this is away from Farmers' Day, when the Center on International Education Exchange at the University of Ghana facilitated his trip. Now, he fell in love with the country and has decided to live here for the rest of his life. He was part of the 126 people who were recently granted citizenship by President Akufo-Addo. That is the story of Koyaki Postel, an American but now Ghanaian musician. His story mirrors how international students who visit Ghana continue to fall in love with the country and the people. Maxwell Ababa spoke to Postel and has filed this report.
Koyaki Postel, as he arrived in Ghana in September 2014, he was part of a group of college students who have moved to the University of Ghana through the CIEE Ghana program. There's a welcome derby for his cohort at the Great Hall of the university. It is love at first sight with the West African country. It is 5 years after Koyaki came to Ghana. I've met him in a recording studio in Accra as he puts finishing touches to his new song, Fire Sign. He says one of the many opportunities his studies in Ghana gave him as a black man was a chance to visit the Elmina and Cape Coast castles.
When I first went to Elmina Castle, I felt, I would say, overwhelmed by the energy in the space. Like, it felt very heavy. And I've been there multiple times since then, and it's like each time I go, I feel heavy and kind of overwhelmed with emotion. But after traveling there with CIEE, I also went to live in Elmina for some time, for a year. So being in the community in Elmina also had like a heavy yet very welcoming feel. Like, a lot of the people in Elmina are like family. I'm even in contact with them now. So even though the castles there are very daunting and heavy and emotional, the community itself is, like, I would say, one of the most loving communities that I've lived in my life. Elmina, Bantama to be exact.
He has also been talking about academics at the University of Ghana and how it made him want to stay.
Professors were very warm. I felt like I could reach them easily. Not like, oh, I need to schedule an appointment to reach them. It was like I can talk to them after class. They were very understanding, very helpful. I felt like the campus atmosphere was very uplifting and upbeat. You know, it was very refreshing being there after being in my school in the States, which was also a great school, but it was just, there was a very light and positive academic energy at the University of Ghana. I would say what has carried me through my journey in Ghana has been largely cultural dance. I started at the university at the dance department, through CIEE taking us to see Oni and Biggles and Dictus, and they taught us dance. And I'd never done African dance before coming to Ghana. So I got really deep into it. That led me to participating in Wogbejeke at the National Theatre. And then after moving from Accra to Elmina, I was in a group called Akumapa.
Koyaki is more than excited about his new status as a Ghanaian and his music career here.
Like, when I first came, I never expected it. Like, it was always a dream of mine to be reacclimated into African society and into African culture. But citizenship felt so far out of reach. So I'm really grateful that this president, you know, allowed us to re-immerse ourselves back into the culture. People have been hitting me up, congratulating, you know, just showing a lot of love. And I feel like I've always felt a part. I've always felt like family here. But now I feel like it's official. You know, I don't have to get a visa coming from the States, and, you know, I don't have to go back after a year to a place that, you know, I might not want to be. I get to be based here and visit my people in the States when I want to. So, yeah, I just give thanks for the opportunity to be granted citizenship in Ghana, of all places. This is my first single. I started music, I've been doing music all my life, but I started music in university. I was in an a cappella group called Ahana A Cappella. And there I was a tenor, I had some lead roles, but I learned a lot about music at that time. When I came to Ghana, I feel like it reawakened my music spirit, but I always felt like, oh, because I don't speak language, I don't know how my music will be taken here. And also I'm hoping that through music, I can learn language.
Kukai is just one out of the thousands of international students who have unforgettable memories of Ghana. They attribute this to the top-notch academic work at the University of Ghana, internships with various institutions, experiences with host families, and the beautiful Ghanaian culture. Kwesi Jesse Jamra is the country director of the Council on International Educational Exchange at the University of Ghana. He says the year of return has further enhanced the image of the country and will get more international students to come and study.
The benefits will continue to be positive for the country and for the continent for, I believe, a few more years. It's not stopping. The traffic will continue to grow. And we believe that the stability, the economic situation, and all things like infrastructure and things will get improved such that people will come in and have a good time and then go back with good stories and then come back again and again. A lot of these students come in not knowing much about the Ghanaian culture, but through CIEE and the activities that we do with our students, a lot of our students get to learn significantly about the Ghanaian culture when you talk about our traditions, our values, our customs, morals, norms. And some of this is through language, through the language instruction by professors of the University of Ghana, through courses like history and politics, through CIEE orientation sessions, and even more importantly is CIEE connecting these students to Ghanaian families. Students of ours live with families for a whole semester, and so they get to learn the dynamics and the complexities of the Ghanaian society through the lenses of the Ghanaian family.
The first country director of CIEE Ghana, Professor Michael Williams, says Ghana has become one of the best places for international students because of the hospitality of the people and top tertiary institutions.
I came to Africa in the late 70s and fell in love with Africa and Senegal in particular. I was in Sierra Leone, I was in Liberia. And so it was easy for me once the opportunity, the job became available for me with CIEE to be here and to have no intention of returning to the U.S. We've had so many students who've graduated or who went through the program, CIEE program, who've come back to set up NGOs or to work with some NGOs or to work with the, some working with the U.S. State Department. Some are just in international education and in international affairs. So to see them come back having credited CIEE for the contribution it made to their life choices as international persons is a huge success.
The 2019 Open Doors Report on International Education ranked Ghana as the second most popular country in Africa where U.S. students are studying abroad. Institutions like the Council on International Educational Exchange and the University of Ghana continue.
You're watching The Pulse here on the JoyNews channel. It's the Farmers Day edition with me, Anas Mini. We're taking a break. When we return, we'll bring you that conversation about the rights of women and how the violation on their rights is affecting national development. Stay with us.